we are getting an entirely new type of kit today. The Sims 4 is releasing their first ever creator kits, and these are really different from the more collaborative creator kits that we've seen in the past. So for example, Plumbella collabed with them on the concept for the Pastel Pop Kit. It was more of a partnership where she pitched ideas and then EA made the pack. But in this case, with these new creator kits, the creators made the entire kit themselves. So they're working with CC creators, and those CC creators are doing all of the pitching, all of the concepts, and then actually making the items. These are fully creator-made kits for the first time ever. There are 2 of them coming out today. One's for Create a Sim, one's for Build Mode. My Shuno-san made this Cozy Kitsch kit, and then Trillica made this Sweet Slumber Party kit. Both of these are creators that I have personally followed and been a huge fan of for a really long time. And I'm really interested in both concepts of these kits. They seem like things I would really enjoy. So I'm pretty excited to dive in and test them out today. So in this video, we're gonna buy both of the kits and then I'll show you everything they come with. This is gonna be kind of a first impressions type of review because obviously the kits aren't out yet and I haven't seen them yet. Before we get into the actual content, I wanna talk a little bit more about this concept of creator kits because to be honest, I still feel really conflicted about the entire concept. And to be clear, it's not because of the creators that I'm unsure about this. It has more to do with EA's part in it. There are a lot of pros to this. First of all, it is a really nice way to put a massive spotlight on CC creators. Modders are carrying the Sims community, so to be able to highlight them and celebrate them in this way is really good. Obviously, it's promotion for them. A lot more people are going to hear about their name because of this, but also these people are longtime huge fans of The Sims, and I'm kind of speaking from personal experience here because I got the chance to do builds for a couple of expansion packs, and as a big fan of The Sims, having the opportunity to work with them on something official for the game and then have my work in the game is so cool. That's like one of what I deem to be my greatest achievements. You should have seen the way I cried when they asked me to do that. Like, it meant so much to me. And I don't want to project that onto these creators, but I can only assume that a lot of creators in the Sims community would have that kind of reaction. And also, people on console don't have access to mods. And so I think this is partially EA's solution to getting some more creator-made content into the hands of console players. They have to pay for it, but it is a way to get more of that content out to those people. So in theory, in a perfect world, I really like this idea. I think the concern that I have more has to do with compensation for the creators who are doing all of the work for these kits. So these creators are pitching all of the concepts and making everything by themselves for this pack. They did everything for this pack. They actually go in and explain this process a little bit more in this blog post, so I'll link it down below. So they're 3D modeling, picking colors, textures, swatches for the items. They're even writing the descriptions for each of the assets by themselves. The creators name their kit, write descriptions for store pages, and use an early build to capture screenshots and create renders of objects. So they are literally doing everything for this kit by themselves. Then the Sims team will do some polishing, package it together, and then sell it to us for them. And I don't know what their contracts look like for this. I don't know how much they were paid for this, but I guarantee you it was not enough. They were probably paid a big flat fee, but I just do not see a world where a flat fee is enough to compensate them for this. This is like printing money for EA. And these creators do not make a commission on these packs unless you use their creator code. And that standard commission is 5% of the pack if you use their creator code when you purchase it. So that means that if you use their creator code, they'll make 25 cents per purchase of the kit. 25 cents on a $5 pack that they did all of the work for by themselves. But that's the standard commission. EA has actually risen that commission for the next couple of weeks. So if you buy their packs and use their code before November 28th, they'll get 7% instead. 7%. So for the next 2 weeks, they'll get 35 cents per sale instead of 25 cents. And only for the next 2 weeks, only if you use their creator code. I just think that's ridiculous. And frankly, I don't think that's fair. I don't think you should have to use a code for them to get commission on their own pack. I think that should just be standard. And frankly, it should be a lot higher than 5 or 7%. And again, to be clear, I'm not blaming these creators for this. Like, I would have taken the deal. They did pay me to do the builds for Snowy Escape and Growing Together, but I got paid like a flat fee per build. And I don't expect a commission on those packs, but I barely got paid anything to do those builds. And I honestly would have done it for free. Maybe I shouldn't admit that here on YouTube, but I would have done it for free just for the opportunity to do it. Like, the personal benefit of me getting the chance to be involved and like getting recognized by The Sims in that way outweighed the financial benefit of it. And I think that's why I feel so weird about this from EA, because I think they're capitalizing on that. Like, I think they know that pretty much any CC creator would take literally any deal they offered them. And I wouldn't blame them for doing that, like anybody would, right? It's so exciting and so validating validating to be recognized by them and to be offered this deal that you would kind of just take pennies to do it just for the chance to do it. But taking pennies for the opportunity to do work for someone else to make money off of you is wild. And I wouldn't be surprised if these kits sold really well because A, they're using the name of these respected, really well-liked creators. I haven't even seen the kits yet and I've already decided that I'm gonna like them just because I know that I like everything those creators make. Trillica was like the first ever CC creator I ever downloaded from in The Sims 4, and for a while back when I still used CC and CAS, I literally only had their stuff. So I know that I'm gonna like this CAS kit, and I think that most of the community feels that way too. So by using these creators' names and their expertise, they're gonna make so much money off these kits. And I just wish that the creators would see more of that return to them. Does that make sense? So I am begging you, I am begging and pleading that if you buy these kits, please use these creators' codes. If you buy the Sweet Slumber Party kit, please use code Trillica. And if you buy the Cozy Kitsch kit, please use code MyShunoSun. I know it's annoying, but if you're planning on buying both, can you please buy them in 2 separate transactions? You have to do that to use each of their codes separately. So buy one, use the one code, buy the other, use the other code. It is so unnecessarily complicated, but that's how you have to do it. These codes only work on the EA app. So if you're playing on Steam or on console, you can't use them. It is really easy to do, but it just takes an extra second. Please, please, please use their codes. They deserve to get paid for their work on these. Obviously, they have been paid probably some flat fee, but I just think they deserve more. So please use their codes. And I will stop yapping and we can actually look at the packs now. Okay, well, the packs literally just came up for sale, so I'm buying them now. I'm gonna start with the build kit, and I'm gonna use code MyShunoSun at checkout. Wait. Why is it $10? Is it supposed to be? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no way. I actually am like, I'm shocked by this. Shocked. Well, surely that's not a mistake, right? Like, how? I mean, I'll buy it. I'm still gonna make the review. They didn't do it by accident, did they? I don't know about this. I'm downloading it. I'll get the Sweet Slumber Party kit too. I am legitimately shocked by this. Okay, so I used code Trillica at checkout for this one. Again, buying them separately so that I can use both of the codes. Double the price of any other kit. I don't understand. I almost feel like all of those things that I said about the price and about the codes are irrelevant now because this has completely changed my perspective of this. Maybe they're paying the creators a bigger flat fee than I thought, but they're still not getting a commission. They only get the commission if you use the code. So these better be big kits. Like, that's the price of a stuff pack. All of the other stuff packs have gameplay, they've got build mode stuff. These are just kits. So it's a small set of like just cast, just build mode. I'm really struggling to justify the price of these. Oh, I'm stressed. I'm so stressed. Okay, let's look at the kit. Let's take a look at all of it. So for masculine Sims, it looks like we've got a couple of different tops. We've got this little crew neck. It looks fuzzy, which is kind of fun. Comes in a couple of cute different swatches. There's some plain ones and also some patterned ones. I like this one. I like the bears. That's adorable. And there's also this top, which I can only assume is a part of a matching set. Like, it probably has matching bottoms. This one, you could actually wear both of these things as like regular shirts, and you can also wear them for sleepwear. So I like that. Yeah, look, see, we have matching pants. So these have all the same swatches as the top. And then we also have matching pants for the crew neck. This one looks soft. Like, I would like to have this in real life. So there are no masculine full body outfits. There's no shoes or anything. I think maybe it has socks. Oh, it does have socks, but they're not tagged as masculine. Wait, are those cat socks? Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I will say, I wish they were tagged for both because they definitely fit both. We've got some taller versions too. Oh, these are gonna match the little patterns on the crew necks. Oh, that's adorable. We got the strawberries, the freezer bunny. There's like plain colors. The bows, that's cute. The thing on this shirt, by the way, that's one of the little symbols from My First Pet Stuff. There's like a chair in My First Pet Stuff that looks like this. Okay, actually, sorry to cut in, but I just discovered that the kits are $5 on Steam. They are regular priced on Steam. So I think the price on the EA app is a mistake. I just got scammed out of $10. I will be very curious to see what they do about this. That is really bad. I'm just gonna keep talking about the kits and we can discuss that at the end. We'll come back to that. I don't know enough yet. They only came out 10 minutes ago in real life, so we're just gonna wait it out. We'll see. There are a couple of skin details from this kit as well. These are like pimple patches. There's a couple fun different colors for the stars, and it looks like there's a few different variants of them because they come in some different placements. I like these. bunnies. These are really fun. We also have one of those nose patches, which is hilarious. And there's a couple more of them too. So you can do like fake skincare with your Sims. Oh my gosh, there's a sleep mask too. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. And it matches all the other swatches. That is adorable. I like the eyelash version. Okay, I think that's everything for masculine Sims, unless there's a hat. I realize he looks completely ridiculous right now. I'm so sorry. And there are not any styled looks, it seems like, for this kit. But I'll look at all of the feminine frame Sim stuff now. Sorry, this Sim, I used her for life and death. And so she's got like no hair. Okay, well for tops, it looks like we've got 3 for feminine frame Sims. This one's a little bit looser fitting. It's kind of frilly and it has also some fun patterns and then a couple of like plain swatches. I like this daisy one. That's cute. There's also a little tank top. Same thing, it's kind of frilly. Lots of really pretty pastel colors too. I think I like the yellow one the best. And then we have this top. This is like a long sleeve covered in bows button-up shirt. So cute. I assume that they have matching bottoms. Yeah. So we have the matching bottoms for this top. Comes in all the same swatches, so we get a full set. We've got a little matching set for the frilly one, like this. I would wear those shorts in real life. And then we also have this one with the freezer bunnies. I think this one's my favorite. I really like the freezer bunny swatch. Maybe the watermelon. I don't know. I can't decide. I like them. I think those are adorable. There are shoes. We have some kind of funky fuzzy slippers with like animal print. Oh, panda! There's panda slippers. Then they come in some plain colors as well. And then we have these little fuzzy slippers. I swear to you, I just bought these in real life today for my wedding. Like, I'm actually not kidding. I bought these for my wedding today. Like for my sister and I to wear when we're getting ready. I literally just bought these. Those exact ones. These are the same thing. In like that pink color, same thing. Okay, then of course we have those same socks we looked at earlier with some kind of fun little animal prints. That might be my favorite item from the whole kit. The little cat socks. Imagine those with like some cute boots. I only have the base game in these kits installed, so we don't have that many cute boots to look at, but imagine if you paired them together. Isn't that cute? Okay, well here is the socks. Of course they match, same thing from before. And then we have these new nail polishes. I'll get you an up close look. Is this the first time that we've had like a more 3D fancy nail polish? Because there's beading and a bow on those nails. I am really impressed by these. That is so cool. I don't think I realized that based on the screenshots before. I don't think I saw them. We also have this one too. It's like really cute little nail art with animals. Strawberries. Oh, that's fun. Oh, maybe this is my favorite part of the kit. The nail polish and the socks are like sleeper wins. I wasn't expecting that. I obviously like the clothing, but I was expecting to like the clothing. I didn't expect to get these other little things. So that's kind of a fun surprise. It definitely has like spa day type of energy, and not spa day the pack, but like spa day as in literally having a spa day with your Sims at home, which is really cute. And we have like face masks and like the fancy baths you can take from spa day. So if you combine these together, that'd be really fun. There are also a couple of full body outfits. So we've got this cute little nightgown. Oh, that's pretty. I like the black and the pink. Also the blue and the pink is adorable. This has some really nice swatches. Very Bella Goth, this one. Bella Goth, but like upgraded. Oh, look at this little dress. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. What fun little swatches. I love the unicorn version. We also have this top. It's like a set, but they're wearing a shirt on top of it. So this will match the one that the masculine Sims have. It's just a slightly different cut instead. That is really nice. I really like this color with the kind of space vibes. And then we have a second little nightgown too that comes in some pretty patterns with some strawberries and stuff again. I'm curious to see how these other shirts fit. Oh yeah, so this is that masculine top, but the top fits totally fine, I think, on feminine frame Sims. I think the shorts are okay too. So if you wanted to use them on like any frame, they pretty much work. And this one is longer and like looser fitting, so it seems okay too. The reason I say that is because sometimes when you put clothing on the opposite intended frame, there's like weird clipping or like some weird shapes, but this doesn't seem like it's causing any problems. You see it a lot with pants especially, and these seem to be okay. It looks like we don't have anything for children, so it's just the adult cast. Okay, yes, I did not miss anything. It was just the adult cast. So in total, there's about 27 items that come in this kit. When you compare that to other more recent Create a Sim kits, that's kind of right on par. This one, the Urban Homage kit, came with 29. Goth Galore only has 24, so they're usually somewhere in that like 25-ish range. I like everything in this kit. I think I'm a little bit surprised that there's not more for masculine Sims, especially when it seems like a couple of these things could have been tagged for both. Like the socks and the shoes, I think easily could have been tagged for both. I'm never a huge Create a Sim kit person. Like I'm always a bigger fan of the build kits, but I've never disliked one of the kits. I dislike the price of this kit, but I've never disliked the content of a kit. Usually it's good. As long as it's kind of what you're looking for in The Sims, you'll probably like it. I did just get confirmation from EA that it was specifically a US EA app pricing error. They were the right price everywhere else and like on other platforms. So they should have been $5. They were 10 and I bought them for 10. So I don't know what that means. Will I get refunded? We'll see. But it is meant to be $5. It was always meant to be $5. That was a mistake. A big mistake. A really, really, really big mistake. Okay, deep breath. Let's look at the build kit. We have the Cozy Kitsch kit next. And I think this is the one that I was most excited about as a person who likes to build so much in The Sims. Okay, interesting. There's not a styled room for this pack either. So we got no styled looks and no styled rooms. I'm kind of surprised by that too. They always do styled looks and styled rooms. I don't really use the styled rooms, but I use the styled looks all the time. So I would have liked to have had those from the cast kit. And I always like to see the styled rooms because it's kind of a nice way to see how the items fit together. It's not a big deal, but I am a little bit weirded out by the lack of it. Okay, so let's begin with this new poof. Oh, cute. Okay, so this is the Comfy Groove Poof. It comes in some really fun, like vibrant colors. We've got oranges and yellows. The orange gen of the Not So Berry Challenge is really struggling. There's not a lot of good orange stuff in this game, so that's really gonna help us. This is really gonna come through for that. And one thing I love about CC creators is they always give you the full set. They will never ever make you deal with just one couch. They will give you all of the sizes. So we have the armchair, we have the 3-wide couch, and we have the 2-wide love seat, and it all matches together. I am genuinely obsessed with these pillows. I think that this pack is my real lifestyle. Like this color, this kind of like peachy, pinky, reddish color with the funky pillows, that is my real lifestyle. I would buy this couch in real life. I love this. We also got a new dining table, finally. We got a plain wooden big round dining table. There's not really anything like this. We've got a couple bigger dining tables, but they always have something funky going on, like some extra colors. They're two-toned. Like this one is just a simple wood table, and we needed this. We needed this so bad. I really like to use the bigger rounded tables because I think the small ones are too small. I can see myself using this table all the time, and these chairs as well. I literally have this black chair in my kitchen. Like this setup with the wood table and the 4 black chairs, that's my kitchen table. I own this in real life, so I'm thrilled to have it in The Sims. And it's fun to have some colors too. Imagine doing this and kind of like mixing and matching the colors. It looks really cute like that. We also got this painted step stool. Is that like a table? Oh, that's nice. That is really nice. It's cooler than just a plain side table. I don't think it works as a chair or like a stool they can actually stand on. It is, yeah. We don't recommend standing on this step stool. It makes a nice end table though. No, I really like that. We don't have anything like that, so it's nice to have more fun options. Of course, we got a matching coffee table. It comes in all the same wood colors as the dining table. This is a shelf, sleek frame wall shelf. And this one comes in those same painted colors. Yellow. I am a sucker for like any yellow swatch in The Sims ever. Every time I just eat it up. But this tiles nicely. I like that it has a back to it. X fireplace. Long ago, this fireplace emitted constant heat. Now it emits pure joy. So it's just decorative. I like that though. Sometimes you need a plain decorative fireplace, and it's got some cool tile. This is very trendy, like very trendy and modern in a really cool way. This vase, stop. This is one of the best things I've ever seen in The Sims 4. Is that dramatic? It's only 50 simoleons too. A lot of these things are cheap. Couch is only 425, fireplace is 300. This is 50. I love the single flower and the 2 funky vases. Oh, I'm gonna use that all the time. I apologize in advance. I'm gonna use this all the time. Charlie's apples. Someone carefully arranged this fruit on a set of color matched plates. I think the apple's rotten right to the core. This is nice. That is a nice fruit plate. And it's big, like the scale of that fits really nicely as a dining table centerpiece. You could put it in kitchens. It's only 140 simoleons. I like the layering of it and like the colors and patterns. That sort of checkered pattern is really cool. So far, none of those things fit on the shelves. They are too big. There is a piece of book clutter, and that also does not slot to the shelves. Is that a bookshelf? It is, so your Sims can actually read from this. Oh, I really like how they're stacked 2 different directions. And that's only 85 simoleons. I think I'm gonna use that all the time too. They're very modern in a nice way. Like that's gonna be so easy to use. I like how it's got just the one bookend. It being asymmetrical, I think will fit better in more shelves. None of the other bookends are like that in the game. We also got these cozy candles, and these have some really fun patterns too. More of that checker and the fun colors. I'm obsessed with those. Only 90 simoleons, really easy to use. And the last like clutter item is this little radio. It's not a very expensive radio, so it's not gonna like get your fun up a ton by dancing, but it is cheap, so it's easy to use, and it comes in a lot of really fun colors. This is one of my favorite build kits. I really like this stuff. Obviously, I'm biased because I just like this style a lot. Like, this is my literal personal style in real life. That's cool. A more exciting light switch plate. Obviously it comes in plain colors, but if you wanted to get a more exciting one, you can. There's also a new LED sign. Oh, that looks good. Fits really nice above the fireplace as well. We also have this lamp. There's a couple of different lights. We've got a floor lamp, and then we have these ceiling lights in 3 different heights, so you can use them on any wall height. These are fantastic. To put that like above the dining table, it's simple, but it makes like a bold statement because the colors are so bright. Of course, they all match. Are these bookshelves? Because they get your Sims fun up. Oh, wow. And they all slot together, so you can mix different sizes. Oh, hold on. This is a game changer. No, imagine this as like a TV stand, okay? We get that like giant TV I keep using. It's wide enough that it fits really well, and because it's tileable, you can kind of customize the size of it. You can make it however wide you want it to be. And those are bookshelves, so your Sims can take books out of them. Wow. Let me see if there's slots in there. Yeah, the tiny thing slot. Oh, that's good. Does it slot down there? I don't think so. Okay, and then last but not least, there's a rug. It's really big. It's also kind of a different size than the other standard rugs we get because it's a little bit wider. Has a lot of those fun checkered patterns, and it also has some fun colors. Like, imagine this together. That looks so cool. It doesn't have any plain swatches, but this one, I was gonna say this one's like kind of neutral. It's blue and it's checkered, but in my mind, blue is a neutral color. This is not neutral, but this one, I can make it work as a neutral. And I don't think it needs to be neutral. This pack is supposed to be bold. And then we also have a couple different art prints. I was so excited about these based on the screenshots. This one in particular, as a gallery wall, I thought was so cool. I would buy this. I want this. Like the cool plumb bob, the different prints, the colors, this all works together so well. 235 simoleons for Dream Pop frames. They do size down pretty nicely as well. Sometimes you have issues with shadows when you size things down, but not with these. If you size them up, you'll have that problem where the shadows don't size up. And then this is the Mixed Signals poster. So it comes in some kind of funky different colors and patterns. Oh, those are cool. And you could combine those too if you wanted to, because those match so well. I'm so happy. I love getting good new art in The Sims. The art, the couches, like this is such a nice kit. I am thrilled by this kit. It does not have any flooring or any wallpapers. It's just build items. So the Cozy Kitsch kit has 27 items, which again is right on par with any of the other kits. The Artist Studio kit that just came out has 24. Storybook Nursery has 25. So they're all kind of right in that range. I wonder why they didn't put this room as a styled room in the game, or why they didn't put a couple of these outfits as styled looks. I'm not blaming the creators for that because obviously like EA would have had to tell them to do that and then like uploaded it and included it with the pack. I don't know how that works. All I know is they usually have styled rooms and styled looks, and that's like the only difference between these and a regular kit, so I'm just pointing it out. As with any kit, I can't really give you a blanket recommendation on whether or not you should buy it because it's so personal. Like this might be the opposite of your personal style and you would never use it, and in that case you wouldn't get any use out of it. You shouldn't buy it. All of the kits fit such a niche. Like you might have loved the Storybook Nursery kit and hated this one, and that's fine. So I don't like to tell people like yes or no, you should or shouldn't buy this, because it really depends on you as a person. But I like this. I'll use this. This might even be up there with one of my favorite kits. I really like the build kits. Almost every single one I feel like I've gotten so much use out of, and I hate to admit it because I hate the idea of kits. I hate the price of the kits. I hate the frequent release schedule of the kits, but like the past few, I've been having so much fun with them. You hate to say it. You really hate to say it. I also think that more sleepwear is always fun, especially if you only have the base game. There isn't that much. The nail polish is really cool, and I think that this will tie in well if you have other packs. Like if you have Spa Day, this will fit really nicely. So it does fit in with The Sims pretty well, and I like that about it. Me recording this right when the kits launched has caused us all kinds of problems because I don't have a resolution for you yet about the pricing error. Like I said, they did reply to me and confirm that it was a pricing issue. It was not supposed to be $10. It was supposed to be $5. They said they were listed at the wrong price on the EA app in the US and the UK. They're apparently still investigating the issue, and they also said they're working on refunding people who bought them for the higher price. So confirmed they will refund me the difference. At least I think so. I don't know how many of you jumped and bought them straight away like I did. And like maybe that was my fault because I knew there was a pricing problem. I was like, now hold on, that doesn't seem right. And then I still bought them. But also they're the ones who had the pricing error in the first place. There is always something going on with the EA app. Always something. Well, I think that just about covers everything in both of these two packs. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts on them are. Like, are you liking the idea of CC creator packs? Do you like the stuff in these CC creator packs? I've got their creator codes and also some links to their content down below in case you want to go follow them elsewhere. I am still feeling really conflicted about this whole thing. Beyond some concerns about creator pay, I'm not super thrilled with EA right now. You might have seen that they put a quote from me on the main menu of The Sims 4. I didn't agree to that. They did it without my permission. It literally just said lilsimsie says and then had a link to buy Life and Death. When you hovered over it, it had a quote from me from my review of the pack, but it looked like I was directly telling you to purchase the game. I did give them permission to use that quote, but they told me it was going to be used in an email blast, and I was like, that's fine. I don't really care if you put it in an email. They sent me a picture of what it would look like, and there was a bunch of quotes in the email from a bunch of creators, so I was like, that, whatever, it doesn't matter. I did not know that they were going to specifically single me out and put me on the main menu, so I asked them to remove it because I felt like it was a little bit clickbaity and they were kind of using me against my will to sell their game. They replied to my email and said they had already removed it and that it was an accident. There was like a miscommunication about permissions with the quote. I am a little bit annoyed by this, I'm not gonna lie. I think it kind of makes me look bad, and I didn't know if I was overreacting because part of me was like, maybe I should be excited that they put me on the main menu, but also they're using my name to sell the pack and it makes me look like some sort of sellout, and I already get accused of being an EA shill. So I'm a little bit annoyed about that. It's been resolved, they took it down. I'm just not really in the mood to like sell kits for them. And now obviously these new packs have come out and I've made this video basically selling them for them. That's not my intention. My intention is to show you all the stuff in the pack so that you can decide if you want to buy it for yourselves. And I even thought about not making the video, but I think it does more of a net positive to talk about the kits, show you what they come with so you can make an informed decision, but also more importantly to promote those CC creators. I really want them to get a well-deserved spotlight and I want them to get paid. So I'm not going to tell you to buy the pack, but if you like them and you were already planning on buying it, please use their creator codes at checkout. Thank you again for watching today's video, and I'm going to catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody.